So guys, good day. Welcome to another series of Python full tutorial course from beginners to the advanced level. So now what we are about to be doing in this tutorial, we are going into Python methods. So Python methods. In the previous tutorials, in our last video, we talked about the characteristics of Python list method rather, not Python method, sorry. So we talked about the characteristics of Python list, and then we talked about different kind of how you can access lists. We talked about how lists are ordered. We talked about the duplications of items in a list, and we access some items through their index number. So in this tutorial, what we are going to be doing here is very simple. We are just only going to be accessing the methods that we have in Python list. So now, how do we access the method? So let's dive into the course. So now, to access the methods of this list, so all you just have to do is fruit. I told you in the previous videos that anytime you are trying to access any kind of methods in Python, you use the dot symbols. So the dot symbols allow you to access the methods of that program. So now when I do dot now, the first thing that I want to do is we want to use a method to add items to the list that we have here. We want to add item to the 16 list that we have here. So and how do we do that? You just have to do fruit dot. Now actually we have a lot of built-in methods: the index, the clear, the pop, the remove, the insert, the copy, the count, the extent, the dot. So now the first methods that we are using in this tutorial is dot append. Dot append takes the argument of self and the object. Now dot append, now if I press enter now, then I have this dot append. So what does this list method, what does dot append, what does it do on the list? It allows you to add item to the existing item that we have in the list. Now let's say we want to add maybe dot append cherry, okay, let's say moringa. So we are appending moringa to the existing list. Now let's say print fruit. You are now say okay, print fruit. You are now printing fruit out, and then let's check what we have. Now you see that automatically moringa has been added to the list. That is the functions of dot append. So dot append allows you to add items to the list. So that is dot append for you. So and we have another method that we need to use. So I think I need to leave that one. We have that one is dot insert. Dot insert allow you to insert an item. So the difference between append and insert is just that append will always add the item to the last item on the list. That is the works of dot append. But dot insert will allow you to add that same item to where you want to add it to based on the index number of the data. So now let's say we want to add it to 1 now. That means we want to add this item to where mango is. So we can just say okay, let's say we want to add an item. So what is that fruit that we want to add? So let's say we want to add watermelon. So now do you see that what we are trying to do here with dot insert here is very simple. We are trying to insert this watermelon to the object index number of 1, which is this mango. So what does this dot insert does is it will now move this mango to index number 2, and then while putting the watermelon in index number 1. So now let's check. Let's see what we have. Now do you see that we have watermelon in index number 1? So we have this in index number 1. Now another things that I want to talk about is the method called copy. And so now let's say we have new underscore basket variable. So new basket underscore variable. So we are now saying that fruit. Now do you see that fruit dot copy? So all you just have to do is fruit dot copy. So we are now trying to duplicate the items in the list. That means now this what I just did here is new basket is a new variable that I created, and then fruit dot copy means that I want to duplicate all the items. That means I want to duplicate all the items in the fruit basket, and I want to put it in a new basket. So this is the new basket. So I'm now printing the new basket out. So all I just have to do is run this code, and it should have all the same thing, all the same fruits that we have in our fruit basket. Then we now have it in our new basket. So dot copy allows you to duplicate the items on the list. So another thing that I want to teach you guys is, now let me just comment this new basket out. So I don't want to delete it, I want to comment it out. Since that we don't have this new basket, we only have fruit. Let's leave it as fruit. So now another thing is fruit dot pop. So fruit dot pop is you want to remove an item from the list. So pop me will allow you to remove the item based on the index number of the item that you're about to remove. Let's say you want to remove moringa, which is index number 1. So now let's say 1 like that. We are removing moringa. Now do you see that it's no longer we are removing watermelon rather, Jerry, because we have watermelon in index number 1. We have watermelon. So we want to remove watermelon from the list. So how do we remove it? So we can use that pop to remove it. Now do you see that we have mango in replace of watermelon that was there before. So now that is the method for removing an items in the list. So another method that I want to show you guys is the clear method. Fruit, let's say fruit dot clear. Fruit dot clear, it allows you to delete all the items from the list. That means with the clear method that I use here, that means all the items in this list has been cleared. That means I won't find any item when I print the fruit on the console. And you see that I have an empty list, so there is no item in the list again because I have cleared all the item with cleared function. So now that is clear methods. Another methods that I want to show you guys is fruit dot let's say reverse. Now fruit dot reverse, what does this reverse, what does it do? It's, when we print out on the console, we have apple, we have watermelon, we have mango, we have strawberry, pineapple, apple, cherry. But now it will now reverse the whole process backward. Now let's see what I'm talking about. Now do you see that now we are now having moringa, cherry, apple, pineapple. Now it's now reversing everything backward. So that is the power of reverse method. So reverse method will be, the name implies, we reverse all the available leaks, all the available items in the list based on their index number, and then reverse it backward. So that is what is doing. So another powerful functions that I need to show you guys is del. Del simplify delete. So del means you delete an item from the, that means you want to delete the whole complete fruit. You don't want the fruit to be in existence again, so you just say the fruit. So what do I mean by this method that I did? But what I just did is, instead of me remove by poke, all I just have to do is I have to delete the whole fruit. That means I don't want any fruit again. So if I run this code, I should have an error of name error. There is no fruit. So do you see that? Name error. So name error, fruit is not defined, meaning that there is no fruit that I'm trying to call. So we don't have any basket called fruit. So that is the main reason why, because we have deleted it with the program. That is why we have del. Del means delete. So another method that I need to show you guys is let me check. Is extend. Now another methods that I need to show you guys is extend. Now let's say we have another new fruit. And then the variable of new fruit. So we want to extend this new fruit. So but first let's just say we only have coconut, we have coconut, we have apple too here, we have one apple too here. So this is another list of fruits. So we want to extend it, we want to add this list to the existing list that we have. So how do we do that? This is how to do it. We can just say new basket. We create a new basket. So let's say new basket this time around. This is new basket. So inside the new basket, we can just say new fruit dot extend. So new fruit dot extend. So new fruit dot extend fruit. So that means now we are not calling fruits here because we have the items in fruit. So we are now joining these two together. We're not joining these two items together. So instead of printing fruits, now we'll be printing new basket. So new basket now contain the new fruits and the old fruits here. So that is the power of using x dot. So okay, sorry, we have none. I think we made mistakes. I think it's correct. New fruit dot extend fruit. We shouldn't have any none. Okay, let's do fruit dot extend of new fruit. Let's do it that way. Let's see what the results of what we have. Okay, we also have none. Okay, that means we are automatically removing all this from what we have here. Or let's check it like this. Trace back error because there is one positional argument, meaning that we need to add something here. So we need to add something here called new fruit. Okay, sorry, it gave us none, meaning that all the stocks have been removed successfully. So okay guys, let's do it this way. So let's look into another methods that can works for that. So this, you can just say dot, let's say fruit. Okay, let's clear this off the screen since it's not working for us. So let's clear that off on the screen. Let's look into another method. Fruit dot, I think dot remove. Yes, we have remove method too. Dot remove. This remove method allows us to remove an item from the list, not by their index number but by their name. So now let's say we want to remove pineapple from the list now. So pineapple from the list, and then we have to print fruit out here. So now let's do that. Now you see that we have removed pineapple from the list. So just remove methods give you more access to remove an item from the list by their name. So guys, thanks. This you can access the list method by just using this dot method. So this dot will allows you to access the methods of the list. So through this tutorial, so in the next tutorial we'll be moving into Python tuple, where we'll be working with tuple data. So guys, thanks for watching. So see you in the next video. Thank you. Bye.